But I know the crave to want love and want somebody around. But we don't pick up scraps up off the ground just because we're hungry. We are not scavengers.
Okay, so if you can introduce yourself.
Bitch, please.
Y'all know who the fuck I am.
Hello and welcome back to another episode on OhSoCallin. I am your girl Deanna Chanel. I've honestly been having a rough couple days this week. I'm just so emotionally drained. I know I told you in the last episode I'm emotionless, but practicing the whole not speaking and saying everything that comes to my mind is really taking everything out of me. But I'm just so done with people. I'm leaving them exactly where they had me fucked up. I'm just so over it. I just don't care. I literally don't care, especially when, even if you do present somebody with the problem that you have with them, until they're ready to change it, it really don't even matter what you're talking about. So I'm just so done with people, and I mean that so seriously. I'm so serious about it to the point where if you're not talking about what I came here to do, I'm looking through you in conversation. I have no interest in small talk with people anymore. I'm just so over it, bro. I'm so over it. And I don't know, in what capacity, but if it's not, my friends that I care about, I just really don't give a fuck, if you want me to be honest. I'm about me and mines right now, me and mines. So yeah, that's just where we are. We are back with another episode on OhSoCallin as well. Answer the phone. I am so irritated. I need to go harder with this shit. That's probably why I'm ramped up. Maybe I need to be putting this energy elsewhere. You know how it go. You know how men, when they get mad or not get mad, they break up, they start working out. That's how you supposed to be transitioning your shit or whatever. So let me take this this energy and aggression and put it to my brain. Maybe my brain needs to be used. That way it don't hurt so much. I actually have a few things that I've seen today. I be collecting my videos. I'm gonna get into it. No need for no little introduction or whatever. And what I say, it might seem a little harsh. Here recently, for some reason, I've been having a hard time delivering a lighter truth, but I'm gonna run with it. I'm just actually gonna run with it.
I'm sorry to say this, but if a man has never put you in a car or in a crib, you are not who you think you are. I'm just saying.
And she also said, I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry you said that shit too. And I'm glad you dyed your hair blonde, because that was some dumbass shit. That was just some dumbass shit that you just said. If a man has not put you in a car and a crib, you are not who you think you are. If another person hasn't done something for you, you are not who you think you are. Not what you've done with your life. What somebody else has done for you with their life and invested in you. Right. Need I really say more on that? No. You see, I'm fed up. I'm so fed up. It's just stupid. It's just stupid stuff. Are we serious? Are we actually serious? Are we actually serious? We are. Let me put my gloss on. I have actually brought this out so I could do that. Where's the next video?
This is just not organic to me, It's not. You know what I mean? This is just...
So here we have, when I see him with somebody new, but he only with somebody else because I left him. Well, if your spot is available, then yeah. What are we talking about? Yeah, I'm going to move on to somebody else. I'm no longer with you. What do women be saying? What are we actually saying? Please, need I say more on that? It's like we are actually saying the quiet part out loud. Like, we are understanding it, but we're not comprehending it. Yeah, if a man is not in your face, yeah, he in somebody else's. You should too. You should be too. You should be out here having fun too. That's why people be like, oh, he cheating on me. Were y'all together? No. Well, he's not cheating on you. You should have been dating people like he was dating people. That whole talking stuff and thinking that a man is only talking to you or only seeing you, that is fugazi. That is not for real. Ain't nobody actually doing that. You don't even need to be actually doing that. And a lot of reason women get caught up with that, they be like, oh, men sleep with all these other people, da da da. Don't be worried about what other people doing. What do you want to do? If you don't like what he got going on, go find somebody else who is aligned the same, who wants to talk to one person at a time. You begging for this man to act right because you so stuck in the vessel. He is not the man for you. He ain't even aligned with the shit that you got going on. Next. What we begging for? There's no begging. There is no compromise on that. He is already not doing shit that you don't like. Men can date whoever they want to if they are single. They're single. You should be doing the exact same thing. If he is not doing anything if he's doing stuff that you don't like, man, go ahead, skedaddle, because he's gonna do the same shit. That's why he got other bitches. You need to be scouting just like he is scouting, okay? That is exactly what I'm saying.
His woman is doing the shit while he sit in the car. I know you fucking lying. She like, can you help me? Can you help me? He won't even hold the umbrella for her. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
And I am not the reason why I come so hard on women, because I'm not a man. That's not, men go for men tell men what to do. But as women, we need to start putting our foot down. The only way to change things and how dating is going, or at least for yourself, you can't change the world, okay? But in order for things to change for yourself and how dating is going for you, you need to change your mind. You cannot get mad at reality and how it's going and think that somehow it needs to bend and break because you want it to go you want it to go your way. Look at what you're faced with. This thing says this generation of men be like, no. As a woman, why the hell would you even be with a man who has you on the side of has you doing that? The fuck do I look like? And even if you can't change a tire, you need to be calling AAA. What are we talking about? But stop allowing that. What are we even saying? It's not the generation of men. Well, I mean, yeah, it is. I'm not just going to negate that. They suck. It is what it is. I mean, they are very lax. But do you know how we change that? We counteract that. If we're going to sit here and talk about how they be mama's boys and the mamas be coddling them and everything, then why not just leave them where the fuck they at? If they don't want to grow up and be men, then leave them where they're at. Either you want to leave them where they're at or you're going to coach them. He doesn't really seem coachable. He gives very much so pimpable energy, the way that he's standing over her like that. But if you really care about a man, or you just really need him to figure it out, then let him know, hey, we need to pull up this YouTube video so that I'm not changing the tire and that you are. Or a man who actually cares about you is not even gonna have you in that situation doing that shit. So it's just like, stop with the men. What the hell are you sitting there and allowing? Why the fuck are you out there? And like, I really need you to hear like the severity of it. You can't keep putting stuff on everybody else if you're sitting there in the situation yourself. You have the ability to change and not be a part of anything that you are not happy with. Yes, there's going to be a slight period of uncomfortability, but you have to be uncomfortable right now. Let's be so serious. Come on. And it's just like, I'm saying this because I really do want better for us, but we have to start wanting better for ourselves. And I'm saying that I could go down the list of stories where I just didn't love myself and I was just doing so much for a man. I'll you know what? I'll do exactly that. I'll find a video that relates to something that I've been through so that I can put it on here, and that so that we can bond in some way, because I'm not saying this just because, oh, you. This is a we thing. I'm saying this because as a community, as a village, or whatever we choose to be, and as a black community, it's really gonna take all of us to get all of us on track. Yeah, the men grew up lax, but if you really care about this man as my partner, as my mate, I'm gonna coach you through life so that we can get through the pearly gates and have a happy life. That's just what it's gonna have to be. Yes, some men, let me make sure I ain't getting that white film. Yes, some men have grown up very lax, or without, or this, that, and the third. And yes, that really sucks that sometimes women are getting the short end of the stick because men have not been poured into. Hold on. All right, we back on track. We had a little malfunction, but it really sucks that it seems as if, quote on, I'll put that in quotations, that women seem to get the short end of the stick when it comes to dating because they seem like they're so much further ahead. But that is because women coddle men. Look at this shit. You better get your motherfucker. Boy, I would have Uber everywhere. I'm done. I am done. We do not allow stuff like this. If he cannot change a tire, he is donezo. You leave him where he's at. We don't work with that. There's nothing that we can do with that. What are you talking about? And then look, and it's just like, it's not even like he has a willingness to learn. Look at the posture. It's all about the posture, intention, consideration. Let's think about those deeper things. He ain't considering shit. Look at his intention. He think he's a boss ass bitch standing in the rain, got his bitch changing the tire. We don't do that. We don't allow that. We don't deal with stuff like that. We leave stuff like that exactly where it is. Having a man, and I know people say this all the time, but I know the crave to want love and want somebody around, but we don't pick up scraps up off the ground just because we're hungry. We are not scavengers, okay? This is some bullshit. Got these fucking non-slip shit, but man, fuck out of here. Next video. Hold on, let me give me a little sweet. Cause what the hell?
You can hook up with someone in the first night if you find them attractive.
Yeah.
How long until you cook for a guy?
Bro, they better be my fucking husband.
Boyfriend, husband, I gotta f with him heavy.
No premarital cooking.
No.
Why would you wait until marriage for that?
Because you cannot give any bitch anything or they'll use you.
I agree. Yeah.
Why does cooking seem more extreme than sex?
Like, if you're sentimental.
Cooking is more sentimental.
Yeah, like anybody can.
Anybody can.
Not everybody can eat my shrimp Alfredo.
Wow.
And this is another reason why men find us a joke. I don't know where are the mothers, and I'm not saying that as a diss, but where are the mothers? Because they have to be around my mother's age. There's no way. And I'm not saying I don't think that people are really told about how, you reflect your family or the family unit or stuff like that. It's just like, of course, you reflect yourself to a certain degree, but it's just like, did your mother not tell you, like, this is not acceptable? This is really not acceptable. This is not acceptable. So you're willing to have sex with a man. That's not sentimental, but cooking is sentimental, right? And that is why the whole baby mama, baby daddy culture is a fucking thing now. It's a fucking joke to y'all. It has to be clearly a joke to you. You wait to, what are we even, it be like stuff like this. It'd be hard for me to wrap my head around it because it's so stupid. It's just so stupid. There's no critical thinking into this. Let me run it back. Hold on, let's listen.
You can hook up with someone in the first night if you find them attractive.
Yeah.
How long until you...
And let me let you know, I'm not slut shaming or anything. You could do whatever you want. Always practice safe sex though. And wrap it up. And if you're not ready for no kids, if you can't feed a baby, then don't have the baby. Don't piss me off. I don't play those games. I don't play those games. And if you choose to have the kid, hey, man, that's your business. But handle your business. You hear me? But yeah. If you can handle that and you can do that, and handle that as in don't be blowing up a nigga phone all the time if he don't call you back the next day after busting you down. That's what I mean. Like safe sex, and if you want to do that, cool, do your thing. That's not what we're talking about.
Bro, they better be my fucking husband.
Boyfriend, husband, I gotta f with him heavy.
And why do y'all think y'all gonna get the husband? You're not even gonna get the boyfriend because you don't even want to show that you're even willing to be a girlfriend. I mean, yeah. You're not even gonna get him as a boyfriend because you're not even willing to show that you willing to be a girlfriend. And y'all think that we don't even need to be worried about husband. We need to be locked in on how to be caring, nurturing. And I know you're gonna say, oh, pick me. Oh, shut the hell up. The whole point is to be picked. That's never gonna be a diss. And if it is, it's the dumbest diss ever. It's so stupid, especially with somebody like me. Be so fucking for real with me. Stop saying stuff like that.
No premarital cooking.
No.
Why would you wait until marriage for that?
Because you cannot give any.
Do you think that a man is going to marry you without knowing that you can cook? Without knowing that you are capable to do the damn job for him? Do you really, you really think that? And I'm like, get off of social media, because most of those marriages do not last long. Stop worrying about what people can do for you. That shit is so fucking corny to me. I think they just be wanting, man, pay. But you're not even a nice giving person. What about the free stuff? Why? And then, you know, as a man, why would I, like, if I was a man, I would be like, why would I even give you anything if you're not even... The free stuff I have to beg for, and you want me to add some value to you? Are you fucking crazy? That is stupid to me. That is actually stupid. And the men who actually be given to shit like that, then wonder why women don't care about you. You're dumb to me too. Like, that shit is so stupid. What other outcome would there be? She's only gonna want you for your money, and you gonna sit up here and call, oh, bitches ain't worth nothing, they only want you for your money. That was the only thing you were willing to give anyway, because you had a lack of character, you had a lack of all these other things. So yeah, men be willing to quickly flash some money because they have a lack of other shit. That's why I don't play none of that. If you in my face, it's because I feel like you worth a little something. But I tend to be a little, I guess, I don't pick the right ones. Yeah, I can't seem to pick them.
Anything or they'll use you. I agree. Yeah.
Why does cooking?
Don't give a bitch anything or they'll use you. How can you be used if you don't do shit? You can't be used if you ain't doing shit. You don't do shit. People always want to talk about being used and sit on their ass and be having their hand out like this. Those are the main people that talk about being used.
More extreme than
Like more sentimental.
cooking is.
Sex. That's crazy. That is so crazy. And that's why, like, they said that so freely. That's why it's so easy for men to just leave. Like, when they find out that the girl is pregnant, like, you took the bus down as a joke. You didn't get to know him. Like, it was a very careless thing. It was nothing to you. And then people love to play these stupid games like, oh, I don't understand how I ended up with, oh, I don't like my baby daddy, or I don't like my baby mama. You never got to know this person. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't. And then they treat the child poorly because two halves make a whole. You never taught yourself how to love yourself, and you don't know this man and this. I mean, come on now. And then you want to hold the child over the guy's head, and you don't know this guy. He probably never even wanted kids. It's just like, if we stop and we add more value to what we really want in life, then we'll stop this shitty ass narrative. Because what are you actually saying? You think that there's no way that people actually think that they're going to get a husband thinking this way. There's no way. Actually, there is a way, Deanna. There's a way.
Sentimental.
Yeah, anybody can.
Anybody can.
Everybody can eat my shrimp Alfredo.
Wow.
Anybody, well, that's what I heard. Anybody can bust me down, but not everybody can have my cooking. I'm so puzzled. I don't understand how we got here. I really don't know how we got here. And then the running joke is that the corniest bitches make Alfredo, and she said shrimp Alfredo. So here we are again. The joke just continues to repeat themselves. Oh man. I don't even really know what to say. Sometimes I just find, like, I just be so disgusted in people's trains of thoughts. And that's why it's so dangerous what's on social media, because people are actually believing this shit. People are actually believing this shit. And maybe I advocate different. I was telling someone, I went on a date yesterday, and I was telling the guy, I was like, I just feel like I advocate differently for guys, because when my parents were divorced, I was my dad's diary too. I would hear what my dad would say about my mom, and what my mom would say about my dad. Like, I would hear what both had to say about each other. So I remember hearing, how my dad always felt in the relationship, or, in his marriage, but he never said anything. And most of the time, men don't say anything. They rarely ever speak up when they're unhappy. And so that's why sometimes I really feel for them, but they don't be feeling for themselves. If you're not willing to stick up for yourself and fight for your right, and fight for your right and what you deserve. Like, I'm so, like, I could really get into depth, but the men like that, the women that go for the men, the women with kids that go for the single men, I'm so over that. But I'll get into a video about that, because I'm just and yes, I just want everybody to know, my dad was also, he met my mom when, I was born or little or whatever, but my dad came with kids. We merged families. Families need to be merging families. It's just like, I don't know. But then again, I feel like the men who play stepdaddy, I feel like they don't know their worth. But that's just my personal opinion. I know everybody else gonna have a different one, but my opinions be very strongly. And until I hear something differently, I ain't really about to sway too much on that one. That's like me single dating a stepdaddy. Like, if the people love to play this hypocritical double standard bullshit, but when the shoe on the other foot and it benefits the most, like, beneficial party, like, women who take care of everybody, then that's when it changes. But as a single woman, I don't want to deal with no man who like to play stepdaddy. Fuck out of here and fuck out of my face. If that's what you want to do, take care of somebody else's family instead of building your own, you do that. But I don't play those games. And that's like, it's because, like, people just, that shit, I do believe it takes a village and all that, but sharing families and doing all that stuff, no, that's how we start mixing values. That's how we start, things get messy and drama and all that. And I don't play none of that. I don't want to hear it. What happens with me and mine is because it works for me and mine. I don't want to hear that. So yeah, let me conclude. Let me be done with this. This was actually pretty good. I feel like I'll have very few edits on this video, but please like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Good night. Bye.